Out on the fringe, if you follow the story back, you find the center. Tracing the edge. Western States. This is the original ultra, 100 miles through the Sierra from Lake Tahoe to Auburn, California. In the summer of 2009, Chrissy laid out her goal.
I said, I don't want to have anything left when I get to the finish line. And whatever it takes to get me there, this is a different kind of race for me. I'm not running safe. I'm going to challenge myself and see how it goes.
Typically, Chrissy aims to maintain a steady pace, slowly picking off other runners as the mileage mounts. In 2009, the competition was stacked, so she would try and push the pace start to finish. It was a bold approach.
Went through the canyons probably without enough water, and by the time I got to mile 50 was pretty much destroyed. No quads left, having a really hard time hiking uphill. My heart rate was through the roof, but I came into the aid station, and before I could even whine or anything, my crew was jumping up and down and just turned my head around, kept me away from bonking or feeling low.
Running might seem like a solitary act, but that couldn't be farther from the truth. Pacers, friends, make the journey with a runner and help them stick to a race plan. A pacer carries a runner through the darkest moments. At mile 50, Rock Horton took over, got Chrissy drinking water and eating food. The final miles were excruciating, but Devin Crosby Helms willed Chrissy to the finish line at Auburn. With a mile left, her entire crew ran out to bring her in together for the final lap around the high school track. Chrissy placed second.
In the moment, I didn't know what was going on. In hindsight, I can look back at it and see that I was definitely falling apart.
Chrissy's mom, the woman that Chrissy gets her tenacity from, waited at the finish line. Something was wrong. Chrissy's body chemistry was off. Her mom quickly ushered her into the medical tent. The moment the doctor plugged in an IV, Chrissy vomited.
Apparently I said something's not right, and my body went as stiff as a board, and then they just had to lay me down. And I wasn't out that long, but I woke up to Rock's face, his nose right here, and he said, Chrissy, blink if you can hear me. And I was like, oh shoot, like, what happened?
Chrissy's mom and Rock spent the night watching over her.
Systems can really start to shut down. The lowest I think I've ever felt was probably right before the highest I ever felt, was going into mile 70 of the Ultra Trail du Mont Blanc, when you come in, and I hadn't eaten really any real food all day. I'd had a lot of shot blocks and gels and bars, and those had gotten me through, but I was 70 miles into a race and really craving food, and got some pasta in.
Later that summer, Chrissy went to Europe to run the Mont Blanc 100, arguably the most difficult race in the world, with 35,000 feet of climbing through the Alps. This time, she ran her race. Fell behind early, but slowly crept forward, passing the leader at the final aid station. Shoveling food into her body to power her final surge, Chrissy ran neck and neck until she took the lead and kept it to win. It was a huge victory.
Life isn't always an easy walk. There's things that are going to make you feel lower and higher, and if you can choose to take the path where you feel better, that's kind of how I try and get through bonks.
This year, after much debate, Chrissy left her job at the Conservation Alliance to pursue her sport full-time. It was an incredible opportunity. For someone who had always had a stable job, a steady paycheck, and benefits, it was still a leap of faith.
It was probably one of the hardest decisions I've had to make, leaving something that felt really right, but knowing that I had another opportunity that if I didn't take it, I might look back at this point in my life and really wonder if I'd missed out. If I ended up sitting in the back of my car, eating beans and rice, at least I'd know I'd tried. When I was at peace with that, then I knew I had to go for it. It's not just about me getting across the finish line, it's this is another opportunity to maybe inspire somebody else to try a marathon or a triathlon or whatever it is that they might find some passion and excitement in. My life has always weaved and followed a new trail, and it's not like this took me off my path. It's just been a part of an evolution, I guess. I hope there's a lot more to me than just being a runner.
Music today by Ken Christensen off his double disc album Sunshine Shadow. Tracing the Edge is brought to you by Vask Footwear, running shoes inspired by athletes who report and test from trails around the world. Visit them online at vask.com or friend them on Facebook if you want to keep track of what Chrissy is up to. And of course, none of this would have happened without the generous support of Patagonia. You can watch the newest installment of Tracing the Edge and find other stories and videos online at patagonia.com. Thanks for watching.